So I thought I would make this video for you guys because this is a subject that I'm asked about quite a lot, probably more often than my modelling or wigs or anything like that. So to make it easier, I thought I'd make a video just to share with you my experience. But before we start, I just want to note that I'm not a dietitian, I'm not a personal trainer. This is just how I have personally gone through my journey and how I've achieved what I have achieved. So I'm not giving anybody any advice, I'm just telling you what I've done. So I guess I'll start from the beginning. I've always been a big girl, or always was. I was a chubby kid, I was a chubby teenager, and then that led on to a fat adult. I always associated food with comfort. So if I was sad, I'd eat. If I was happy, I'd eat. And I was just really lazy. I would do things like have McDonald's 4 or 5 times a week. I'd finish work and stop at the shop and eat a massive bar of Toblerone. I didn't make any right choices, and I didn't know about the right choices that could be out there that still tasted good. So now I know. It's still hard and I still struggle with avoiding naughty foods, but it's, you know, everything in moderation. So I guess I'll start from the beginning about what made me realise I had to lose weight and why I did. I did a skydive for charity to raise money for people with Alzheimer's and dementia. It's a subject that's still close to my heart, so I thought I'll jump out of a plane. When I got there, I got to the front of the desk with all the other jumpers, and the woman just looked me up and down and said, "We're going to have to weigh you." And she called a manager, and out he came in front of all these people, and I stood at the end of the counter and I was put on the scales, and I was 17 stone nearly. You know, it was mortifying. I knew that I was big, I just didn't know how big I'd gotten. But luckily they let me jump because I'm 5'8", and so they just put me in the men's weight category, and I had to jump with their smallest instructor. I think I've got a picture. So that was the first day that I thought I need to do something about this, and mainly not just because of the embarrassment, but because I was having health problems as well. I would go upstairs just to put the washing away and I'd be out of breath. Or my knees, like we've all got funny knees in my family, they're all play up a bit. And they would just ache just from standing and walking, which, you know, your knees, when you lose them, you know, you can't walk. So it's important. So I decided that I was going to be healthy. Had no idea where to start, and I didn't want to follow a traditional diet plan like Weight Watchers or Slimming World or anything like that. I know they work for some people, but I knew that it just wouldn't work for me. So what I did was I started my own food diary, and I wrote down absolutely everything that I ate over the space of a week. And it was a bit of a shock because I didn't realise quite how much I was eating. So then I realised what I needed to change in my diet because I had a starting base. And there's actually some really good apps out there if you're looking to do this kind of thing. MyFitnessPal is a great one. If you sign up to that, you can track everything that you've eaten, and a lot of it's already in there. So you don't have to guess and, you know, try and add up everything because it does it for you. But I had a little book, so I wrote it all down in a little book. And I stuck to around 1,500 calories a day, and I still didn't have the confidence to join a gym, so I used to walk for miles and miles and miles. At the time I was working, I used to walk an hour to work and an hour home, and I used to power walk it with the dogs really, really quick. And the weight did start to come off, and when you see it come off, you know, it inspires you to carry on, and I did. And eventually I got from 17 stone, at my lightest I got to just under 9 stone, 8 stone something, but for my height and my body shape, it was very hard to keep off. It was very strict and very restrictive. So I decided to relax things a little bit, and just be more healthy by doing more exercise. So I joined a gym. And, you know, I've always been a complete gymophobe. Like, gym? Exercise? Why would anyone want to do that? You know, it hurts. But after probably about the 4th time I went, I loved it. You know, the adrenaline that you get, and although you have to make yourself go there sometimes, and some days you just think, oh, the weather's nice, I want to stay in, you know, I want to watch TV and eat a cake. The feeling you get after you've been, and the adrenaline, and when you can see changes to your body and feel changes to your health. Like when you can run up a flight of stairs and you're not out of breath, and you can walk to the shops and everything's okay. You know, it outweighs the bad. So I am a total gym convert now. I love going to the gym. And I can understand why some people don't like it, because it is intimidating walking into a room, and if there's like fit people everywhere and there's men stood around the weights and you've got no makeup on, no wig on, and your hair's scraped back, and you just think, I feel really unattractive. I don't want to get on these equipment and people are going to laugh at me, but they don't. They really don't. The majority of people in the gym are lovely people and they're more than willing to help. So don't be put off just because you've got an insecurity in your head saying, don't do it. So going back to losing the weight, after I'd lost that much weight, obviously some things don't just tone up. You know, once you've lost the elasticity in your skin, it doesn't come back. You know, it's like women that have had babies. So after that, I had to have surgery to remove the skin on my stomach, and I had to have a breast uplift, and I had a small enlargement because I'd always had quite a big chest, because they were just like tennis balls in a sock, you know, swinging all over the place. So I had to have it done. And it was the best decision that I've ever made, because although I'd lost weight and I was happy with, I could go in a shop and pick up a size 10 and know that it was going to fit me, when I took my clothes off, obviously I'd worked so hard to achieve the weight loss, but the results weren't as pretty as what I thought they would be. So I did it for myself. You know, it's a personal choice, and it was my choice to make this change, and so that's what I did. So I've had a tattoo since I've had the tummy tuck done, but I will show you what my belly looks like now. Obviously I've got my gym gear on because I'm going to the gym in a bit. So this is my tummy now, and I don't think you can really see because the scar runs from there and it ends there and it ends there. But it was quite a big scar, but as you can see, you can't see it now. And they also gave me a new belly button, which is a lot nicer than my old belly button, so I'm very happy with that. But as you can see, although now I have a slim waist, I do still have skin. You know, I do still have some of the effects from losing that much weight. But that doesn't bother me at all. You know, the majority of it is gone. I'm happy with my stomach, and I'm happy with the way I look now. And as for my breasts, they look great too. I won't show you those, but they look good too. So my routine now is I try to do cardio at least 3 times a week, an hour, and I try and do weights or a body pump session 4 times a week. No longer, no more. It's just what works for me. And you know, I can't stress how much this has improved my health. You know, healthy mind, healthy body. You know, before I was just so I don't know, not depressed, but I was unhappy with myself, and you know, I didn't feel confident. I wasn't one of the happy girls that went out and, you know, everyone goes, oh, you look beautiful. I wasn't like that, and my life has changed so much since improving my health, not just physically but mentally, and I do feel like a new person. So that's the story of my weight loss. I don't know if it's helped, but if I could just advise you anything is, you know, sort out your issues with food and think why you eat the way you do, or that kind of thing, and track what you're eating, because that's a massive help. And try and get some exercise, even if you don't want to join a gym. There's great videos on YouTube. You can get apps where you can follow, you know, exercise routines. There's so much available. It's just finding what works for you. One question that I am always asked is, what do I eat on a daily basis? So I love food. For breakfast, I normally have protes, so protein powder mixed with oats, porridge oats. That's my favourite meal of the day. I love breakfast because I always wake up starving. For lunch, it would probably be chicken and rice. And for dinner, I would probably have either fish or chicken with salad and that kind of thing. And then I'd snack on carrot sticks with hummus and nuts or protein bars, you know, anything like that. And I do have a cheat meal on a Sunday. This Sunday it was Domino's pizza and it was lovely, and I'm not ashamed to say I ate the whole thing. But it's everything in moderation, and I think that's the thing to remember, you know, healthy mind, healthy body, happy life. So I hope this has helped. If you have got anything else that you would like to know, just send me a message. I'd love to hear from you. And don't forget to subscribe to my channel. There'll be more videos like this. I'm going to be making a lot more in-depth videos. Hopefully in the next few weeks I'm going to be starting a fitness video, because I'm on a personal journey that I want to challenge myself a bit more and see if I can build up more muscle and how much I can push myself to change. So that'll be an interesting one if you're interested in that. And also today I am wearing my I Knew You Were Trouble lace front wig. It's available now from the website. Yeah, have a good day.